Oh, that's a waste of Typhoon here, I'd say. Is it gonna die? Yes, it will. Will the second one die? Yes, it will. Oh, so the deco plane's actually worth it, you know?
I see what you mean, Tigga. Yeah, that's useful.
I think he should have gone with Fireflies or some kind of AT unit.
We still have the money advantage for Tigga, I'd say, and he's rebuilding the depot. Brahman still has 5 of them, probably focusing on planes now. Well, I wonder, why did you bring out those armored anti-aircraft gun if he has Typhoons? I mean, they get one shot at.
There were worse armored AA in the game.
Yep, he has Typhoons, but he also has tanks. Now, you know, it was a dubious call. I'm not really sure it's the correct one, but I figure if he hits them, then his Typhoons die to my fighters and my other AA. And they provide that little bit of extra resistance and mobility over armor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to draw the Typhoons in. I know that they'll auto-engage if I push close enough to them with my Ishaks. I'm trying to draw them into a little fight, draw them into my AA.
So there's no more eco booming happening. Oh, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 ZSUs, so that's an okay force now for anti-air. But still, if he comes in with 5 Typhoons, they're all gone, you know. So.
Tigga, did you go with any heavy infantry at all?
Typhoons are 40. These armored AA are only 20, and my Ishaks will get a few kills, and my AA will get a few kills. I think if he comes in with Typhoons, he'll lose more than you get.
Brahman's brought some Spitfires up now. They cost only 5 more than the Ishaks.
Yep, do more than double the damage. But it still dies away.
Yeah, but it's useless if they get shot down, you know. So let's see, what else do we have? We have nothing going on left or right. You're just sitting here. Let's see the middle.
My plan is to circle above my AA and get him drawn in. That's the plan with the Ishaks.
I see now he came in with the Typhoons. 1, 2, 3 kills, and he lost 1 Typhoon.
He should be using Blitz.
That's a profit, you know. He has Matilda and Cromwell's. So you have the range.
Did you use any heavy infantry?
Doesn't look like there's any heavy infantry on the field right now.
Yeah. The key is, you know, he got the range advantage. Why are you sending the armored AA in front of your tanks? That's a bad one.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'd rather my tanks survive. No, it's just the way they formed.
Yeah, exactly. It's the auto-forming. Man, I think I'm gonna have to change the opinion about decoy planes, I guess. Because they shot down another Spitfire now. Well, there is no
I'm more outgunned here, actually. My T-34s. And these Typhoons are really helping me.
But you do have the range advantage. That's the main thing. Because you keep shooting them and they can't do shit.
There's 2 more Typhoons.
Well, there is 1 depot he has left, and he's not building any more depots. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 depots for you. Oh, that's a bad sign for him. Especially since he's trying to outgun you on the ground, which is a weak part of the UK.
Yeah, to be honest, at this point in the game, I think, okay, I've won this. 200 points up. Got the economic advantage.
Well, the thing is, he's sending in 1 Typhoon, you know. Instead, he should have sent in all 5 of them together, but he doesn't have them anymore because he lost them for nothing. So he has 2 airfields, and he has 1 air recon. That's not much of an air force for UK, I'd say.
AA can beat tanks.
I sort of often when I feel I've won a game, I get a bit experimental. I go, how good is my AA against tanks? And I found out that it's not very good at all. But if you notice, coming in behind, they've got a stack of 10, 15 T-34s. got all this money coming in. I can afford it. And I'm still 200 points up.
Well, Brahman didn't try to get more economy up. You know, he has like one depot now with 63 remaining, so that's $9 each 30 seconds, which is nearly not enough. I mean, not nearly enough to get anything up, to destroy anything.
And it's the critical mistake I often see when I'm playing people in 1v1 ranked. They just forget about their economy. They don't expand aggressively. They're too worried about losing depots.
There's another truck in Brahman's base now. Is it another depot at the back? Oh, it's shut down anyway.
Yeah,
I like how you didn't use any heavy infantry. I'm gonna try that strategy with Russia. Try just not to use the heavy infantry.
On this map, they take so long to get anywhere that, you know, infantry aren't very strong. Okay, they can be useful, but by the time I could have used them, for example, in this fight, I didn't need them.
It's just losing the tank force now, so it's a game over, I'd say. Well, it was a game over long ago, but
I think so, yeah.
oh, he surrendered. Well, that's something I didn't expect in this match. You know, I'd say he should go more heavily on air.
What could have Brahman have done better?
Yeah, more air. I'd say more air. Some two Wellingtons, you know, harassing on two sides. Maybe send in one Spitfire or a couple of decoys just to annoy the AA, and then just destroy the depots. That's the best bet you have. I mean, you can't hope to outgun the USSR on the ground with your
Fireflies would have been nice
and stuff like that. Yeah, but Fireflies, you know, he has Guardia then, so you need to protect Fireflies with infantry or tanks, you know, or Vickers, which is again, and Guardia has the upper hand here, and longer range tanks has the upper hand again, and then I don't know, you need more resources to go on ground as UK against a good player, you know, than he has.
They didn't have any.
Not to mention, Fireflies cost 100 in total to research.
Tigga, did you even tech up to heavy infantry?
No, it's 50. It's 50 for something I didn't need, so why would I spend that money?
Yeah.
So we had a 220 differences in income. He lost a lot in planes. Surprisingly, he only lost $60 and 60 points in planes, which is pretty good considering you had Ishak. Let's see, kills. Your tanks killed the majority. So did your AA. Yeah, it was pretty decent. The Ishaks paid for themselves at least, probably.
Not just decoy planes.
Surprisingly. Yeah, they're actually worth something.
I mean,
okay,
you can
I
do
guess
the same drawing them over my AA tactic with decoy planes, but the ability to chase them down after they start running can really get you quite a few kills, and did in this case. I think he played reasonably well to start off with. I think he went tanks too early, but his taking out the depot on my left, his right, was definitely the correct thing for him to do with that Cromwell. It's very annoying. But once I had the T-34s out, he was in a bit of trouble because you get the early initiative on this map as UK. You get the early initiative because if you play it right, you can use your planes to stop me getting more than maybe 3 or 4 depots, while you can expand to get 6 or 7. And now, I didn't expand as much as I could, and he definitely didn't expand as much as he could. Because if he'd, for example, built a depot far away from his base, near one of the towns, how am I going to kill it? I've got bombers. Okay, he can come and shoot them down. I can send my tanks over. He can see them coming from miles off and fight a bomb with them, so I need a mobile AA. Send infantry over. Now infantry would probably be the best option, but it takes quite a while to get there, and you can still strafe it quite easily with your planes. So, I personally feel that he needed to expand more, and he needed to try and not win the fight at the start, really. He didn't need to win early. He needed to bust up my economy, not let me get nearly as much money as he can, and then even with inferior tanks and inferior AT and inferior infantry and inferior everything on the ground, he'll still win because he'll have double the money.
Yeah, I mean, he was focusing far too much on the fight in the middle. I mean, against the T-34s, he was using Cromwells, which aren't an atrocious tank, but they are definitely inferior to the T-34. But yeah, like Tigga said, he could have won with them if Tigga had less depots.
I think the an example of this is when he built the outpost next to a depot, and then never built the depot. He didn't lose the outpost. You know, the outpost survived the whole game, I think. So actually, no, I think I might have sent one T-34 over to kill it, but that was right at the end. If he'd built the economy up, they're only $40 the depots, and they pay for themselves in a little over 2 minutes. So if you can just keep it alive for 2 minutes, it pays for itself. That seems to be a very good investment to me.
Exactly, and I also think that maybe going Typhoons from the start, I mean, high tech up, I don't think that's the most useful thing, you know. If he had the fighter bombers earlier, you know, those Hurricanes, he might have got some points advantage as well, shooting out those
And the
AA
Typhoons
and
are
stuff.
so expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So I
don't
guess
even know if
that's
it's
all.
worth it.
Anyone? Yeah. Anyone else has something to say?
No, I think I'm done.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching, and let us know how you feel, and give us feedback on how we're doing. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bit late, huh?
It's on the update there.